The Federal Capital Territory FCT Executive Committee has approved the contract renewal for two firms to secure the Abuja rail tracks and stations for another 2 years. This was disclosed by the Mandate Secretary, FCT Transportation Secretariat, Dr. Chinedum Elechi, during a briefing after the FCT Exco meeting on Monday in Abuja. The FCT administration awarded contracts to two firms in March 2022 to provide security to the entire rail mass transit scheme's tracks, including 12 stations. The move followed the vandalization of the Abuja Metro line during the COVID-19 lockdown, which led to the suspension of operations. Dr. Elechi said the contract renewal is to safeguard the rail tracks and metro stations against vandalism.
We have started full commercial operations after the flag of May 2024. So there was need. We all know what's happening in the country: vandalization, left, right, and center. So there was need to also renew the contract for the security of the rail line, because this is expensive equipment that we're talking about here. And the Honorable Minister intends for the Abuja Rail Mass Transit to run completely and thoroughly all through his tenure, and even forever, which is the plan, is to lay a solid foundation. So the contract is important for the security, because if one single cable is vandalized, it will distort the operations for a long time. So that is why it became imperative for the contract to be renewed between 2024 up to 2026. It's a 2-year cycle.
Also addressing journalists after the meeting, the Active Executive Secretary, FCDA, Richard Yunana Dauda, equally disclosed that the FCT Exco considered and approved the award of contracts for the development of multi-event sports centers at strategic locations in the city. He said the two sports centers on full development will have several sports facilities, including football pitches, lawn tennis, table tennis, and indoor sports facilities. He added that the sporting centers would be available to all residents and cater to the people's physical and mental well-being, in line with the Renewed Hope agenda.
FCT Exco considered and awarded contracts for developing two multi-event centers at strategic locations in the city. These two sports centers have several sports facilities: football pitches, lawn tennis, table tennis, indoor sports facilities, and all other facilities necessary for sports, taking on sports. This is in line with the Renewed Hope agenda, particularly as it has to do with young people, youth development, and physical and mental well-being of the citizens of the city.
On his part, the Director of Land Administration, Mr. Chijoke Nwakweze, while also briefing the press, said the grace period given to the allottees of the Maitama Cadastral Zone A10 district to pay their CFO bill has been extended by 2 weeks. It may be recalled that the FCT minister, upon expiration of an earlier 2 weeks grace period given to the allottees of the Maitama 2 district to pay the CFO bills, recently announced the withdrawal of the right of occupancy to the allottees. Cassandra Yunumbe, Eagles FM News.